I was doing it for a while, but I had to stop a lot of my things because I started going blind.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In 2021, and I had to do a whole bunch of eye surgeries.
Oh no.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And then I had to figure all of that out, and then have to restart everything I was doing.
Right. With a different view.
Yeah.
Wow, Emory.
You're a comic, right?
Oh wow. Yep.
My knowledge of foreign language is 1 year of Italian in high school. So I'm lost.
That means
in this
you don't even
conversation.
know how to say "How are you," huh? Is that the basic?
Tutto melone.
Como
1, 2,
se
3.
dice,
No,
I believe.
1,
if I
2,
remember
3,
correctly.
red, yellow, blue.
Don't know those.
Right?
I passed my high school Italian class by beating my high school teacher in a game of Soul Calibur 2 for my final exam.
Wow.
I'm just gonna cut this up that you are beating your high school teacher. That's gonna be the
Yeah, yeah. Pause it there. I thought that's
Beat 'em
what we
up.
were going with. I was like,
Yeah, me too. I'm like,
Beat him up. He taught the mixed martial arts class.
Don't we need to clap
yes,
first?
let's clap. You're right. I forgot about that. All right, let's clap so I can sing the audio later. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1 clap. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do it one more time. I hit the freaking thing. 1, 2, 3. All right, close enough. We got it together. Welcome everybody to the Psst, Did You Hear That podcast with me, Imre Mehesz, and
Flo Funny.
our guest today is Isaiah Burns.
What's up?
Now you can clap multiple times.
Welcome,
clap.
welcome.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
We made it
Finally.
happen.
Finally. Woo,
Finally.
finally. We are alive and living and doing things again.
Yeah, I ruined this podcast in the attempt to plan this podcast. You're welcome.
Well, no, you didn't ruin
No,
it.
it's
was
not you, it was
scheduling
us.
stuff. It's life. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what happens once you hit a certain age. I don't know what is it, 35. You
We
I'm
don't
not there
speak of
yet,
that.
so
you start living. How old are you?
29.
Oh, you're kidding.
Wow, Emory. You're
What?
starting it off right.
I know I look like Captain Caveman, but I wasn't born in the 70s, dude.
No, because I know you for like 6. I don't know. I know you since the pandemic. I think because you came after the pandemic. But we took the same class. We took the same comedy class.
Yep.
So you and Isaiah go way back.
Oh, wait a second.
That's what you felt.
I didn't even want to bring this up, but I forgot about it. The comedy class.
Yeah.
Because you had a podcast about that comedy class.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting.
When was that?
I think I put that out like 2 years ago.
Oh,
only 2
so
years?
you were ahead of the game.
I've stopped it for a bit. I'm going to start it up soon again.
Are you
Okay.
going
Now
to
that I
take
have the
another
time.
class?
No.
I'm just kidding.
No. God, no.
No, it was
Most comedy classes are a scam.
no, it was pretty much Flo. It was pretty much Isaiah just trashed the comedy class. On the podcast. I will put the podcast link up if you want me to.
You're
on
welcome
this
to.
episode.
I stand by most of it.
It
still.
was like the first Psst, Did You Hear That episode, but a lot more brutal. Because the first episode was, when we started this whole podcast, was about why are we canceling mics, and the cover mic, why was it canceled? So it was just like these rumors and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was funny.
I don't hold back when
I know,
I
yeah.
have things to say.
Right.
Gotta let them know.
And it's
Yeah.
got to be the autism, I think.
It is the autism. It really is.
You didn't
don't
think
like
I was
to
going to
lie.
bring it up? I wasn't going to bring it up.
I don't like to lie.
No, I can't
It
lie.
shows.
I turn red. I start shaking if I have to lie or if I'm trying to lie. In class, I could never cheat.
Yeah.
I tried to cheat. I put some answers on my palm, and it was so sweaty that it smeared, so I couldn't read it. I just get too nervous. I can't really lie.
FYI, you're like over here talking, and the mic is here.
Thank you.
Yeah, you were
Yeah,
like.
you gotta really like suck on it, Emery. You gotta,
I know.
Like,
I
get
usually
you
put
go,
it in my
Emory.
mouth.
He knows.
But he has a podcast.
He's done that.
and
he
a
knows.
bunch of other stuff that you do with recording and audio equipment.
I do. I have a whole studio in my house.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I did one of your podcasts. It was about something with horse knights and baseball or something. Well,
Yeah,
can't
I
remember
didn't.
now.
I lost that whole podcast.
No.
I lost that whole episode. I lost like 7 episodes because
Yikes. And it was a good
lightning bolt
episode.
hit my neighborhood and corrupted my whole external hard drive.
Oh,
Dang
that's we have
It's a
some
nightmare.
we have some bad recordings that I was
Yeah.
able to somehow fix a little bit, but it's always annoying. Like, I'm sorry, I lost everything and I'm gonna squeak into this now.
Yeah, people were mad.
Well,
That's the worst.
because you
That's a
work on it,
nightmare.
you know, it's hours out of people's time.
Yeah.
And then you set up, you go editing, and half of the audio is missing. It's like, fuck.
I don't live close to people. So,
Yeah, right. I mean, I have the same problem. I was just talking, guys. Yeah, like maybe 4 or 5 comics live on this side of the 295. You know, it's not a lot. Actually, there is a whole new crew by the beach that you guys probably don't even know about because they don't come to downtown mics. It's just too far.
I live in the middle of the country, so I'm used to driving everywhere.
Yeah. My whole childhood was got to drive like an hour to get everywhere.
Facts.
Yeah, you live in the most hated county.
I do.
Well, I mean, I
Second.
hate that
What's the
county.
county?
Second most hated county, maybe third.
What is it?
Clay County.
I live in Clay County.
I went there one time. Our good friend Joey booked me on a show.
They don't like
On our show, 60 people, I don't know, 40, 50 people, how many people he squeezes in? Bombed for 15 minutes with 0 laughs. Like literally not even a
happens.
chuckle.
It happens.
It was brutal. It happened one time. It humbled me so much.
Yeah.
I talk about it all the
I think
time.
you told me about that. Yeah.
Man, it was brutal. I tell every
That
new
happened to you
comic.
too?
No, they love him over there. They just hate
I
me.
live there.
Oh, it was you. Oh, they can relate. It's Isaiah.
Yeah. It
I
was,
live
From
there.
our
I
town.
live there, so they can relate to me. They see him and they're like, "Go home."
go home. That's right.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm home. What are you guys talking about? I live in Duval.
we can tell. We can tell who's from Duval.
Oh yeah. I don't think I ever said Duval out loud in my life.
No,
I just
it's your-
hate it. I
You
hate
don't
it.
have the correct level of autism to scream Duval when outside of Duval.
It's
you
I don't
need.
think it's autism, Isaiah. I think it's dumbness. Like, who says Duval? I don't know. It sounds like booing to me.
I
Like,
think it's the
boo.
people who were born and raised here love it because we're not
Because
from
you
here.
love it.
You're not
Oh.
from here.
I'm
You don't
from
like
here.
it?
Well, Clay County. I thought you're from.
I was born in in
Duval?
Jacksonville.
Okay.
I
So,
am from here.
but how long have you been in Clay County?
I've been in Jacksonville most of my life. I mean, Orange Park is basically Jacksonville. It's basically. the
Oh,
west
was
side.
Orange Park Clay County?
No, no.
It is Clay County.
Oh, is it? Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know.
but it is so close.
So you feel like you're you are Duval then?
Yeah, I was born in Jacksonville, and like you can drive down Blanding to go to the Orange Park Mall, and you will cross into Clay County,
Right.
and then you will just go back to the west side.
Okay.
Like it's that close.
Okay. I'm just
Okay.
wondering who are the diehard, the prideful Jacksonville people are the ones that say in Duval, you know?
I don't know. Wait a second. So Middleburg is Clay County?
Middleburg is Clay County.
All right, I have to fix my thing. I don't hate all of Clay County
Not all
because
of it.
Middleburg is cool. Like, I have good shows there. Your show was good, but you
was
had
in Orange
had
Park.
a show, yeah. So anyway, I had that bad show, and I just keep bringing it up every time I can, because it's gonna happen to all of us at one point, and you either gotta have a thick skin, you know. Like I always say, the girl I was seeing at the time, we broke up a year later. I think it was because of that bomb.
Yeah.
Stop. From
the-
bombing?
The self
kidding.
the self resentment that
Yes.
he was holding.
Oh my.
But it
Taking it
was
out on
it was
her.
brutal.
That's
It was
horrible.
really bad. I can't believe Joey booked me again. Not at that show, like afterwards. But you know, he knows me for years. But it was that bad. It was really bad. Anyway, this is about you, Isaiah.
I mean, that's most Emory shows, right? bam, 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 bam.
Man, it's either going really. I'd really rarely have a mild show. It's either going really well, or I'm just grasping for air.
Because they're with you or they're not. They get it or
they
they
either
don't.
get the dark stuff
Dark
or they
or
just
not.
don't.
I mean,
Right.
that's how it is with dark comedy in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They either are with it or they're not.
I mean, you are pretty dark too. Like I remember when you came on the scene, and I was like, all right, here's another dark comic, because some of your material is pretty dark.
It is. It can be.
Yeah.
His doctor one's pretty just clean, regular.
I could do both.
I just remember
I,
the one trying to get inside of the machine.
yeah, the MRI machine. Yeah, I
it was
try
funny.
to write all different styles of comedy to fit me.
Yeah.
Because
That's
it's
good.
I think it's important.
It's challenging.
It's very so. Last year, I tried to write clean stuff all year.
I remember. How are we doing now?
Not very badly.
Is this our first podcast in 2025?
Probably? Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really sad if that's real.
We recorded something at the end of December,
Wow.
but we didn't release it till January.
Wow.
So
We didn't do anything in January, February.
no.
Tisk
Well,
tisk.
Thank you for being here, Isaiah.
You're welcome.
Making
I'm
this
glad
come
to
to life.
grace
Yes,
you with
all
my
right.
presence and make sure you do something.
Honestly, people are missing it. People they see me. Hey, what's up with the podcast? When is the next episode? I'm like, we are scheduling, it." Which is true because we've been scheduling.
We
this
tried,
long.
yeah. And we tried someone before you, and we didn't. Something didn't
And
work out.
every time somebody's like, "When are you gonna book me?" I'm like, "Hey, Flo is doing the booking." I'm just like,
Yeah,
tech
they don't have
guy.
the wherewithal or the thorough through to keep messaging you about it till you get it done.
You were pretty good about that. Yeah. Hey Flo, what about? And I'm like, yep, we got to
Yep,
figure out a
you
day.
you gotta remember. Hey,
But-
there's a thing to do. Hey, there's a thing to do. Hey, I'm a kid in your class. There's a thing to do.
You're exactly three.
show up. We put fake freckles or whatever zits on your face so they let you in. But here's the thing: as comedians, like Flo is doing a bajillion things, you are doing a bajillion things. I also do a bajillion. So it's hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the day is gone. Like,
Yeah.
okay, we all have full-time jobs, and then the day is just gone for the most part.
Yeah, just quit your job, pursue art full time, live in your car, and don't worry about food or water or shelter.
Yeah.
Something will work out for you, or you'll die.
Yeah.
That's the American way.
That's the way to go.
I wish I would be 29 again. You know what I mean? Because I had the same mentality.
I say as I sip my tea from my European friend, and I'll go back to my house that I own.
Hey, that is the American dream, right?
And with the tea, we have some candy to offer people.
All right, okay. I didn't want to bring this up this early, but it's fine. So the other memory that I have about Isaiah, that one time, it was a couple of years ago, I think, 2 years ago, he shows up at a mic and he's like, hey, I just wanted to surprise you with some Hungarian candy. And he gives me the candy that I cannot even say the name of it. Flo, can you say this?
The nice and tasty.
I thought it was funny.
It is pretty funny. It is actually a very healthy, it's for your throat. So if you have like a cough or whatever, you pop you pop an N-word in your mouth.
It's all
You're
in
good.
a different language.
Yeah, it's
And
in Hungarian. It's not in
legit.
different language. It's in
The
Hungarian.
whole thing is, Hungarian.
Yeah, yeah,
No English. This is legit. This isn't a racist prank. This is actually a good thing for your throat hole.
No, that's it. And it fits in your mouth. That's what I like about this.
Yeah.
Because
Girl, that actually fits in your mouth. Wow, that was thoughtful, Imre.
there you go. I mean, look, take one out. It's wrapped. It's individually
Oh,
wrapped.
okay.
Yeah, they're
okay,
individually
okay.
wrapped.
I know. I'm just gonna look at the bag and not even take one out. All right. Ooh, and it says it on the wrapper too,
Try one.
just so you don't forget what it's called.
Yeah, it's a can. It's a
It's a
try
Negro.
if you want to try.
Am
try
I
it.
to try? Am I supposed to
You
try?
can, yeah,
this?
try
Go
it.
for it.
Will it fit in
I
my
know.
mouth?
Let's see.
It depends.
I have a little bit of practice with it. Not the candy, the other kind. Doesn't taste like a Negro.
Coming back after 4 months and we're gonna get cancelled immediately.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Does not taste like the Negro I'm used to.
I'm gonna Flo, stop saying it because I'm gonna beep it out and it's gonna be a lot more work than I thought.
I'm
originally.
sorry. Well, I did go to FAMU, an all-black university. I am part Negro.
Yeah, these things are crazy. I wasn't expecting to still have these.
Yeah. Thank you for promoting it, Flo.
Yeah, reach out to Hungarian people.
I have
for,
one more left, I think. Two.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take all your.
What do you think of the taste?
Licorice.
Yeah, it's like licorice.
Yeah,
That's so. Since it's black licorice,
It's
they
black
call
licorice.
it. The translation is a black. Have a black.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's just as bad, I think. I don't think it's any better.
Well, isn't this how you say black in Spanish?
And Portuguese too.
Portuguese.
Well, it's
In a lot of languages.
That's
Negro.
pretty much it. Yeah, we
Negro.
just use this word for everything that's racist.
yeah.
We use this word for black things.
In Portuguese, it's actually not that bad. Negro is better than preto. Because if you call someone preto, then that's worse. But
What
if
is
you say
that?
negro, they're both black. But one is the negro is actually more
That's
proper.
the mild. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, than the preto. which is,
That's right. So we use the N word in Hungary because that's what we call. That's just the name for the people
person
from Africa.
Right. Same thing in
It's
Brazil.
nothing insulting. No, it's just that's how,
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
My knowledge of foreign language is 1 year of Italian in high school. So I'm lost.
That means
in this
you don't even
conversation.
know how to say "How are you," huh? Is that the basic?
Tutto melone.
Como
1, 2,
se
3.
dice?
No,
I believe.
1,
if I
2,
remember
3,
correctly.
red, yellow, blue.
Don't know those.
Right?
I passed my high school Italian class by beating my high school teacher in a game of Soul Calibur 2 for my final exam.
Wow.
I'm just gonna cut this up that you are beating your high school teacher. That's gonna be the clip.
Yeah. Positive. I thought that's
Beat 'em
what we
up.
were going with. I was like,
Yeah, me too. I'm like,
Just beat him up. He taught the mixed martial arts class.
that is really funny. So I did a physics class, and I didn't prepare, and instead of the, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like you guys have A, B, C,
Spit out the black
D,
man.
F, or whatever.
Yeah.
Too much, right?
I'll save it for when I have a sore throat, Emery.
No, that's all right. It's very strong. It's very strong.
I'm gonna save it. I'm not gonna
That'll
waste
be later
it.
tonight. I got you.
Save it for later.
So strong. Yeah.
Funny.
All right. So, are you guys ready to start a podcast? So
Yeah,
what-
I'm ready to start.
So, okay. So you grew up in Jacksonville. So
I'll
I
start a
said
podcast.
so like
how to,
10 times.
We start a podcast with a great segment of how to piss off every European. I'm drinking tea. I would like sugar and ice cubes, please.
I do not have ice cubes. People, especially Americans, come here and like, you don't have ice? I'm like, no, I don't use ice. Why would you need? I have water in the refrigerator that's cold enough. Why would you put ice in it?
I
And they
need
can't
sugar and
explain
ice.
it.
Because you're from the ice.
Sugar, I stopped putting it a couple of years ago. I just don't put sugar in there. I put honey if I have some
I'm
honey.
just joking
Oh.
with you.
Well, you were raised in the ice, so
But no. Let's actually start a podcast.
Hungary is like New York. So Isaiah
with-
Burns.
Yes,
So you grew up
Isaiah.
here, Jacksonville. Have you ever lived anywhere else?
No.
Oh, that went fast. Okay. So, so what did you have? Why did you decide to do comedy?
All right, time to bum out everyone who watches this show. All 5 people who are going to watch this episode because my name has no meaning.
There are at least 6. Thank you very much.
Then that's from you and you. I brought no value.
Flo does not watch it because I put stuff in there. I'm like, Flo is gonna say something. She never says anything. So,
Now, back in 2019, my brother got hit by a car and he died. And I thought about our last conversation between me and my brother. And he was mentally handicapped. And our last conversation was me walking into my mom's house and him saying, just looking at me and going, "You're not happy." And him just repeating that over and over again. And when he passed away, I thought about that. Like, I really thought about that. Like, why am I not happy? What would make me happy? And I, at the time, was working a tech job. And I was like, well, working a day job doesn't make me happy. What does make me happy? Well, I have a blast every time I'm watching stand-up. I'm watching TV. And I'm, like, writing. I'm doing all of these creative things. The only thing that's stopping me from doing that is me. And so I went and I took a comedy class because I came from a business world. And I started pursuing stand-up because my brother passed away. And that was our
all right.
last conversation was about happiness.
Are you happier now than you were?
Yes.
Okay.
Very much so.
Good. I mean, that's you found something because luckily nobody died in my story except my marriage. But what I'm trying to say is like, yeah, there was something devastating happening, and I'm like, I always wanted to try it, and I'm like, all right, let's give it a try, see what happens. And I am a lot happier now, mostly because my marriage is over, but also comedy. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, when you have something bringing you down.
Yeah, every time. I don't know. Like, even if I bomb, other than that long 15-minute bomb, I'm okay on the way driving home. Like, hey, it was a good day. I did stage time. I tried new material or whatever. So it does make me happy, regardless of if people are laughing or not. Especially open mic, it's nothing, right? You want to be good at shows.
Every time I do comedy, I just have so much fun, whether I do good, whether I do bad. I'm at the point in doing comedy where I just don't get mad at doing comedy anymore. Right. I used to. I used to get off a stage after a bomb and be like, nobody talk to me. All of you. This all sucks. Everything sucks. But now I'm at the point where I just kind of like reflect and I was like, what did I do wrong? How can I improve? And then I'll just like sit and I'll be on my phone or whatnot and I'll just listen to other comics and kind of be like, okay, I would do that differently here or that there. And then if they want my feedback, they'll come ask me about it. And if they don't, they don't. And I'm just learning because I have a time frame of when I'm going to do this full time. Sure. So I'm just studying like you should.
Yeah. Flo, does it make you happier?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think I'm still... maybe I don't get off the stage that mad, but I'm still upset and I feel down for it could be a day or two until I get my next mic where I'm up again. I'm like, which is bad. I shouldn't, but that's how I feel. I'm like, damn, like I'm not gonna be good until I do well, and then it might take a day or two, and I'm like, and then I do well, and I'm like, whew, back. So it actually is kind of roller coaster for me, but at the end of the day, I'm happy I do it, and like yesterday, a bunch of jokes worked really well. You try new stuff, you don't know. I didn't get a laugh somewhere. So I'm like in that reflective stage, like, okay, cut that part. What can I add in? And it's okay. Like, I think maybe I'm more of like that if it's like the whole thing was horrible. But if I got laughs here, maybe this new stuff didn't, then I'm like, all right. But I think I'm still trying to let it affect me, but I still get affected a little.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's good. I mean, like, don't be like, oh, I'm not enjoying this. I always
I will always. There's never a question if I'm not going to do comedy. At the end of the day, it's just I feel down for a little. I'm like, dang, what the freak? I need to plan better. I need to do something better.
Because I always said, like, as soon as I'm just not feeling it, like I don't want to do it, I will stop. Because then what's the point, right? So even if I'm sad or depressed, I always try to hit the mic up. Like, all right, let me go do a mic. So at least I'm on stage for 5 minutes, and then just drive home and still be sad.
No, I'll never stop.
So I try to.
But I remember when we were talking about how we were getting divorced, and like comedy made you go more when through your divorce. For me, I hit such a low depression that I stopped going. I stopped doing everything I loved. Actually, I was major depression.
The divorce made me start comedy, and you were already doing comedy, I think.
Oh,
so that makes a huge difference because you are going through a life-altering experience, not comedy. The divorce, yeah. So it's different because to me, I was not doing comedy. I was not really doing anything.
That's how you discovered yourself more, right?
So I was like, all right, who am I, right? I'm a half-time father,
right?
Half-time whatever, no more husband.
I'm happily married.
Yeah, I was.
Thanks, Isaiah.
All right,
thank you.
All right, thanks for coming on, Isaiah. And rubbing it in.
I just have to break that tension real quick.
Not just that you are married for God knows how long, very long, but she is very supportive of your comedy, which is super important.
Oh, I loved her. She had a really good sense of humor too.
Yep.
I remember.
Yeah,
she's fantastic.
Great. Yep. She had, because when you ran your show, she was there all the time. And, I saw her at mics all the time.
She came to the Comedy Zone that time we were both on for one of the times. I mean, she was right there laughing and just supportive of everybody.
She is very supportive, which is amazing. Because
I've been with my wife since I was 16.
Aww.
I'm 29 now. I've dated no other person in my life besides my wife.
Wow.
I don't.
Wait.
That's rare.
Is that allowed to date somebody at 16? Isn't it like a cutoff 18 or something?
I was 16.
Okay.
15.
So
only
there is a
if
rule.
she was older than 18, then you're like.
Okay.
But even then, 19, I mean, you're young. But
I
if
don't
you were
know
like
how
over,
the law works.
Yeah.
No, only if you're over like 21 or something, right?
So 21 is the cutoff?
I don't know. Even 21 and
I genuinely don't know.
Yeah, I don't
my
know.
daughter told me I can date anybody 30 and up. So I don't even care about
Oh, that's the rule she gave you?
She gave me a rule. I'm like, I'm almost 50. I'm like, yes.
Okay. Okay. So like
she
20
gave me like
years is
almost
okay.
a 20-year-old
20 years is okay. Okay.
That's
Okay.
not bad.
Not bad to work with that. Okay.
I know. I'm like, totally. I'm like, all right, deal.
But like our whole life plan is like designed around what both of us want out of life. So like she's going to school to be a rad tech because she wants to pursue medicine. And in that profession, she can travel around the country 13 weeks at a time.
Right.
And at that point, I can quit my job and pursue comedy full time because I'll be in different cities
And travel.
13 weeks at a time, traveling and being able to do everything that I need to do to
That's awesome.
pursue. I could be here in Florida. I could be in New York for 13 weeks. I could be in the Midwest for 13 weeks. Wherever we need to be, we can be.
Mm-hmm.
And she can pursue what she wants to do, and I can pursue what I want to do. It's just building together.
That's awesome. There is a YouTube channel. I watch van lifers a lot. And I definitely remember 2 nurses, they built an RV, or not even an RV, a van, right? So they had 2 beds, and they were traveling nurses, and they just lived in the van. And they're like, yeah, we are saving, I don't know, thousands of dollars a month or whatever.
Yeah.
And so maybe look into that. Get not like a small van, but like an RV would be cool.
Yeah.
The RV is just hard to park.
Yeah.
What happened to your
town.
van?
You don't even know the story?
Emory, we haven't even talked in like half a year.
And whose fault is? No, I saw you 2 weeks ago. We were on the same show.
Were we? Oh.
But I was not driving the van. That's for sure.
It's 'cause she doesn't care.
The van was totaled. So I don't know. Nobody got injured. Well, nobody who we know got injured. I'm pretty sure it was parked and then somebody ran into it. So
Did you have insurance on it?
Yes. So it was
God.
totaled.
But was the other car screwed up too?
I'm pretty sure it was totaled as well. I've never seen anything like it. It was a big van. It was a 97 Ford Econoline, and the van was folded in half. So
Don't get one of those, Isaiah.
it's not about that. It's the way the guys hit it from the back. So here's the metal part of the car, which is the strongest part of the car. It was bent like this.
It was wild.
From
You saw it?
Saw the photos.
From a small car.
Oh, shoot.
They were just going so fast. I think they just rammed into it.
Wow.
So anyway, yeah, get insurance for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
And luckily nobody was injured on our end. But that's what happened to the van. I still have the Prius, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's good. You still have a car.
Yeah.
Not driving a creepy van.
Yeah. Okay, so what is the time frame of you doing stand-up full-time?
So my wife finishes rad tech school in about 2 years.
Okay, so you're still going to be around. That's why I was trying to get it.
And
So not
then
tomorrow.
she has to work in the state of Florida for a year to gather experience,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a requirement for her scholarship.
That's still fine.
Yep.
Like-
So, and then after that, then we can start traveling. So I'm here for at least 3 years.
Okay,
before
gotcha.
I
All
can
right.
pursue comedy.
Are you guys going to have
Full-time.
kids or?
Maybe. Eventually.
Yeah. You guys are young. I didn't.
Yeah.
I thought you were like
At that point, I'll
55
be,
or something. No, I'm just kidding.
32. So like,
That's when I had kids. When I was 30, and look how I turned out. Huh.
yeah. So like, it's
No,
not,
I was 32. Sorry, I was 39.
It's not a bad thing to have kids in like 35.
No.
If that's something that fits your life plan.
And hopefully by then, you will establish yourself, and because we know plenty of comics who get pregnant, like even bigger names, and they hire a surrogate, and then they keep on going on the road.
Yep.
That's awesome. All right, sorry about the flies, guys. I had 0 flies 5-6 days ago, and then 4 days ago I had 40 flies.
They just knew I was coming.
I have no idea what it is. I don't leave food out.
I
don't
see the
know.
trap over there.
Yeah, and I had to catch them, and all of a sudden, this is the last one. Oh, and I saw a wolf spider today, just climbing by my feet. Those big hand-sized spiders.
No. In here?
It was a baby one, and I was like, you know what? they are harmless. They are just
God, I
hairy.
hate spiders.
Me too. But this time I was like, you know what? Go do your thing, and I let him go somewhere over there. It's a baby wolf spider. It was like this size. At first, I didn't even know it was a wolf spider because it was so tiny. And I took a picture. I'm like, that's a wolf spider. It's very hairy and very scary looking. But they eat everything else except humans. So I'm like, go. Do your job.
Go do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. I don't mind. My son wants to be a bug guy. I don't know what it's called. Anthropo.
Yeah.
So since then, I'm like trying to be nicer to bugs. You know, I just don't kill
Keep
them
trying.
Your son's a dork.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Don't show him that strip over there.
Oh no, he was here. He saw it.
Oh.
I told him, I'm like, find out a way to do this better. Because
So back to Isaiah and comedy. What is your strategy? What is your writing like? What do you do?
I write with dictation primarily.
I thought you were gonna say dick.
No.
I need to get it because everybody, 80-90% of the comics use dictation, and I tried it, and I can't do it. I don't know what it is.
And I write that way because I have like a minor disability with my hands. So it's hard for me to write in like that notebook in general. Like with a pen, I don't have good penmanship.
Gotcha.
So if I write something real quick, fast, I may not.
Because
I may not even be able to read it later
Me
if
too.
I don't remember it.
I can't read anything either. Right.
So I normally vocalize through dictation what I'm gonna into like Microsoft Word, my jokes, and then that way I can also hear how it sounds as I talk it. So then I can go, okay, that sounds natural. That makes sense to me. And then if I don't like the way it sounds as I'm talking it, I'm like, that sounds stupid. Like I'm hearing it and it sounds stupid. That's a stupid premise. And it won't work. And then I can edit it by repeating it over and over and over again.
But you use the Microsoft app or
Microsoft Word.
really?
Yeah.
You
That's
can
that's
speak
an
into
app.
it?
It's like
That's
a
an
doctor.
OG app.
Yeah.
Microsoft Word.
No, but I didn't know you could speak into it.
Yeah, it has dictation.
Really? On the phone? Only on the phone or the laptop too?
Both.
Really?
And I have a microphone that picks up my whole studio.
How come
So
I
I
didn't know
dictate it.
that?
Yeah.
Because you don't use it. Do you use Microsoft Word?
Yeah, my whole life.
I mean, I don't use it. Like I used it back in
It'll blow your
2000.
Wow.
Used it back in 2000 last time. Excel. I think that was the last time I used Excel. Because I just use Google stuff. Google Drive, Google.
Right.
Google also has dictation.
Oh,
It's
really?
just not as good.
Yeah, I just don't use that. I use Keep. Google Keep. But it's not voice. I could do voice. I don't know what it is. I just need to type it out.
So when you speak into it, you're saying you can hear it back again.
No, I hear myself talking.
Yeah.
But like you're recording it?
Yeah, I can hear myself talking.
Okay.
And then it'll go from there. But it also has a read aloud function. But you'll see here it has the little microphone right here. And you can click that and it'll let you dictate with the microphone.
Oh wow,
and
that's
you just
cool.
speak your jokes into your phone.
That's Microsoft Word.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I feel dumb. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know it either. Well, I knew it because he used it when I was there, but
Yeah.
like I don't use it.
Oh wow.
And I'll do it in front of people sometimes, and they'll be like, "Why are you trying to like talk your bits like to me?" And I'm
That's
like,
what we do.
It's not for you. I'm
Right.
literally.
Yeah, I know, because otherwise I'm just writing, and then people are like, "Why are you texting
Yeah.
while I'm talking to you?" I'm like, I need to write down what I just said, what I thought.
If I have my kids, I'm like, hey, send me a text message immediately, and I tell them because I'm driving, so I tell them what to send and they
Write this
send me
down.
yeah. But so my problem is I'm super creative in the shower or in the morning when I first wake up. In the shower, I can't use any kind of dictation or a notepad for that matter. So
Interesting.
I lose so many, at least good ideas that I think good ideas because I don't have time. And by the time I get out, it's gone. You know, I don't write it down.
I will keep my phone next to my shower, and I will jump out of my shower and
Yeah.
like,
That's the
wipe
way to
my
do it.
hand off and
Yeah.
hit dictation and jump back into the shower.
Yeah, you got to do that, Imre. You got to leave your phone right there. Are you taking a shower in silence, or do you listen to music?
Listen to music sometimes. Yeah.
Well, you better freaking pause it and write it down.
That's
Or
the thing. I wonder if Alexa can do voice recording.
It's possible, yeah.
It's like, hey, record
Right?
this.
Why wouldn't it, right?
Because I have one in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's a big thing that I do, and then as well, I try to just like write down premises. Anytime I think of a premise, I'll write it down, and then I'll just look at it like my premise list every day, and then if it looks good, then I'll write. I don't write full bits every day. Personally, I just try to organically, like when I think of a premise, then I put it into my list, and then if when looking at my premise list, like, oh, I have an idea for that, I'll do that, and it works for me. I had a show just this Saturday, and dude keeps misspelling my name over and over again. I got real frustrated about it, and then I wrote like a 5-minute bit about it. So
there you go.
just like dictation and like channeling that emotion into.
The booker messed up your name?
Yeah. He keeps
Okay.
messing it up.
I'm not gonna lie. I still don't know how to spell Isaiah because
It's in the Bible, man. And we're
I know,
friends on
but
Facebook.
I've seen it so many different ways. And 3. But I was like, is this how you spell it? And I can never, when I try to send you a message, I'm like, I spell it wrong. I'm like, you know what, you don't come up. So I'm like, damn it. So I just one by one, I type in the letters and it's like, oh, that's right. I misspelled it again. So spelling is brutal. Spelling of Isaiah is brutal.
Was it A-I-A-H?
Yeah, ISAIAH. Exactly the way it is in the Bible.
ISAIAH.
You can tell a lot of people don't read the Bible.
Oh my gosh, I
guess.
did spell it right. ISAIAH.
Imre definitely doesn't read the Bible.
Oh, I read it enough times.
Not enough, apparently.
Not the Isaiah part. I skipped over that. I went to church first of all, I went to church when I was a kid. And then when I was married, for like 11 years, we went to church all the time.
It means salvation of God.
Oh, okay.
That's the meaning of my name.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, my name is not in the Bible, but all right.
You didn't make
Is
the
Florence in the Bible?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know. I didn't read the Bible enough.
My last name is Burns, which just literally means like guy who sets things on fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
Goes well with Isaiah.
Yes.
but my middle name is Kyler.
Kyler?
Kyler, Kyler.
Okay.
It's because my mom wanted to name me Skyler. But my grandma was like, "That's a stupid fucking name. Pick something
Interesting.
from the Bible."
Oh, okay.
So she chose Isaiah, but out of spite, my birth mom was like, "I'm gonna put Kyler in the middle because
Right.
fuck you."
That's a cool name. That's a cool stage name. Kyler.
Kyler.
Kyler Burns?
Yeah.
That sounds
Kyler.
like a Star Wars villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Plus,
Kyler
you've never seen a
Burns.
fat Skyler before, so
Wait, so your middle name is Skyler or Kyler?
Kyler,
Kyler. Okay.
Kyler.
Yeah, they both
Kyler.
sound cool. I
That
like
is
it.
a cool name, yeah.
Yeah,
Kyler.
but if you don't know, Kyler means like crossbowman or church. It also means wild boar.
Okay.
So my name literally, like, if you like translate my name to its like true phonetic meaning, it means a crossbowman shot a wild boar and cooked it at church, and everybody ate it. And they thanked God for the fat succulent pig that they got.
I like it.
That's a long meaning.
Yeah.
My last name is Mehesz, which literally means beekeeper, and my first name is Emory, which I think either comes from a German or Turkish name, and I think they just mean, I don't know, like a ruler or something. So a beekeeper ruler.
I haven't studied my
B-roller.
name since 8th grade. Florence, but I did a whole bit on my last
A
name.
whole bit? You did a whole bit?
A whole bit on my last name. But yeah, no, I don't remember.
I think they made a Jason Statham movie about your last name. The
Yeah,
Beekeeper.
and I was upset that they didn't cast me in that movie. It was literally called The Beekeeper,
Yeah.
and they didn't. And
They
I look
fucked you
like
over.
freaking Jason Statham, like we are both bald with scruffy beard and muscles. I'm like, come on, dude. I would have nailed that part. I haven't even seen the movie. I don't even know what it's about.
It's some Jason Statham action flick where he doesn't get hurt.
Okay. Ever since the Bourne trilogy came out, none of the other action movies interested in me. Like,
I don't even know any of what you're saying.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Matt Damon. Born Identity.
Jason, it was a perfect trilogy, and even what is John Wick?
John Wick.
I watched the first
great.
one. Yeah, but not as good as the Bourne series. I just love that series for some reason, and it doesn't even look good to me, the other ones. But anyway, it's not about movies. So comedy.
We're just gonna talk about movies.
Oh,
for
that
the
was
next
but that
30
was our
minutes so we
podcast.
can alienate you.
Yeah, I'll just be here.
This is now my podcast where I talk about movies.
Because that was the podcast we did. It was about.
Go for it.
So we watched the movie together, and we were commentating on it.
Yep.
That was the podcast.
That's
what you guys did?
It's this random movie of a knight and a baseball
we watched
player.
a kid in King Arthur's Court, the original the Disney Channel
was a
original
Disney movie. Yeah.
He came over to my house and we watched a kid in King Arthur's Court.
With Mikey B. I mean, that
Yep.
podcast was amazing. I mean, Mikey B is a trip. So it was cool, but I don't remember. It was like a year ago, 2 years ago.
Yep, and then Lightning Bolt fucking had a power spike and just took all of that shit away. I had one with Jamar Torrance for
nice.
the film the Last Shogun.
Yes.
The
Tom Cruise?
Motown. No, the Motown. With Show Nuff.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the name of the movie. It was so good. It was,
from the 70s.
Yes.
I just saw that movie recently.
yes. Me and Jamar watched that.
Oh my gosh, that's
and I lost
awesome.
that too. I was so mad.
Oof. Yeah, podcasting.
The Last Dragon.
Podcast.
The Last Dragon.
Last Dragon. Is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's super cute. I watched it. I was like, this is awesome. How come I never even heard about this movie? Even posted it. But anyway.
With Bruce Leroy.
Bruce Leroy. Yep. Bruce Leroy.
And Show Nuff.
It was a good movie. It's good.
So
So
should watch more movies.
you should
going,
do
keep
more
going,
podcasting.
keep
You should do more podcasting.
I am. It's literally in my long list of things.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
So okay, so
So
let's.
you were doing it and now you're gonna do it, or
I was doing it for a while, but I had to stop a lot of my things because I started going blind
Yeah. Oh yeah.
in 2021, and
I
I had to
remember
do a
that.
whole bunch of eye surgeries.
oh no,
Yeah.
oh god,
And then I had to figure all of that out and then have to restart everything I was doing.
Right. With a different view.
Yeah.
wow, Emory,
You're a comic, right?
Oh wow,
All right. I wanted to say with a different point of view, but then my mind was like, the point is not funny. Why was I thinking it's funny? But then the view was funny. I'm like, whatever.
that was good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So okay, so
What
a
tell us
dad.
about your other advent because I know you do
What a
like
fucking dad.
YouTube channels and stuff. So
Yeah. I have a TV show and movie channel
yeah,
called Spiral Tree Entertainment.
Spiral Tree. That's what I
Yep.
know.
And then I have a gaming channel, which is Spiral Tree Gaming.
Oh, okay.
And then I have stuff for my comedy under Just Another Comedian.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's kind of what I do. Those are the three like channels that I have.
I mean, that's plenty.
Yeah,
Some people
that's
have
enough.
0 channels, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah.
How's
So
it? It's a TV and
TV and movies in one. The YouTube algorithm doesn't like it when you put everything on one channel.
Yes, they hate it.
They absolutely hate it. They would rather you just do everything separately and work 5 times as hard.
I have
wow.
about 25 different channels on YouTube because of that. So I have my gaming, I have different gaming, I have gaming reviews, I have comic book reviews, I have video game, like all different channels.
Oh god.
And none of them is taken off. So
But I just sit down and I'll like right now I'm watching through Samurai Jack because I never watched it before, and I'm watching movies, and then I'm playing through games that I never got to play through as a kid, and making like talking in the camera, talking head style, just venting about random shit, and taking
Nice.
audience suggestions for my comedy to kind of practice riffing.
sure.
As well as just developing a following slowly over time.
I mean, that's what I do. So with the comic book review, that's what I try to riff. I go in there with very minimal notes. So I read a comic book and I talk about it. But I have like a word on it or something, and I riff the rest of it. And it is really bad. There is no joke. To me, as a writer, it's horrible because it's not funny fast enough. to me, right? Like I like prepared material. That's why I'm a stand-up comic and not an improv person. Because Flo is an improv person. She could talk about whatever you want endlessly. Yes, and.
Yeah, I like improv.
Yeah.
Did you try improv at First Coast?
I haven't gone to First Coast, but I have taken improv classes before.
Creative Reigns?
I did that one. I've done other ones outside of Jacksonville
Oh.
and like traveling.
Oh, the third space in St. Augustine?
No, in like Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
While I was on vacation.
I would have not guessed that. Okay. They
like
keep
while I'm
going
on
Orlando,
vacation.
improv Orlando. They don't.
No, but like I have a philosophy when it comes to art where it's just any art that you go do has a transferable skill to the art that you want to do. So like if you are going to take an improv class, the skills of improv will translate to stand up in the regards of dealing with hecklers,
Sure.
to riff, to think on your feet. Even if I were to go take a painting class, it's like you have to have patience and like technique to paint. That's also needed in stand up, to know the patience, to like the skills are all transferable in different arts. It's just different applications of the same skills. Right. So I can learn from every different art form that I go and kind of be a tourist in.
I like that. That's cool. That's why I try a bunch of different stuff, because I don't know what I like or what I'm gonna like, right? Like I picked up the guitar, I didn't know I was gonna play it, and I was like, oh, let me try this. I recently got a flute, and I play flute every day now.
It's like I'm not.
Wow, that's what you've been doing when we've been trying to freaking do podcasting. That's why you canceled.
No. In the morning I wake up.
That's why you canceled on us.
It's a Native American flute. Well, it's a copy of it's a 3D printed Native American flute, and it's really cool because it has 2 holes. So
he stole the soul of Native Americans.
So I will
culturally appropriating Native Americans. That's crazy, dude.
Hey, I didn't buy it.
He didn't.
You accepted it though.
I did accept. I'm not gonna return a candy, especially a gift. Isaiah gave it to me as a gift. They didn't say, "Hey, buy this."
Where did you find that?
Hungarian candy. I have no idea where you found it.
I looked it up online.
That was thoughtful of you.
You looked up the N-word online, or
no. I looked up popular Hungarian candies.
Stuff for weird
online.
Hungarian men.
Because at the time, Imre was having a bad time.
Yes.
Yeah, he was going through some stuff. So I thought it would be funny and also thoughtful.
It was funny.
If I found a
that's hilarious.
Hungarian candy that would be like a nice reminder of home, because at the time he wasn't able to afford to go back to Hungary, but also a joke at the same time. Yeah. And so I ordered some for him.
No, it was funny. I remember cool. As soon as he gave it to me, I was like, oh my God, I need to push this in my backpack immediately. Yeah. But it's a good candy, and it's healthy for your throat. It's a menthol.
Yeah, it's not like most American candies where you feel bad.
I cannot have any candy here. It makes my tooth hurt so bad. Everything is so overly sweet. Yeah, that's why I don't put even sugar, nothing in the thing. You know.
Yeah, we love sugar in this country. So that's for sweet. Sure.
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't put sugar in my tea. That's crazy. No sugar,
all
no
right.
ice cubes.
I tell you what,
you're in the South,
I don't even have sugar.
And there's a fat man. That's crazy, dude.
I don't even have sugar at home. I have brown sugar and honey. I have brown sugar and honey. I don't have sugar at home. You probably don't either. You're not a sugar person.
Well, I'm addicted. That's why I try to cut it out.
You are addicted to sugar?
Yeah.
Or just
my whole life.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I cook with flavor. I'm a Southern fat man.
I cook with flavor. I cook with flavor, but not with sugar. And I don't do sweet stuff. I like savory things. So I'm like that. I can go. Sometimes I have cravings like, oh my gosh, I gotta eat something sweet. Then I eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something.
No, I haven't had one of those since I was a kid.
I mean, I have it, but not that often.
Do you do peanut butter and jelly still?
Sometimes.
He's wearing a peanut butter colored T-shirt.
I am. Sometimes I'll have a PB&J, but I do a lot of stuff, so I just kind of make quick meals a lot of times.
The American way.
The American way.
Oh, like the plastic thing?
I'll just like make a sandwich and just
gotcha.
get back to working on something.
I learned how to cook, and I cook now. It's a lot cheaper than going out all the time.
It is.
And it tastes better. It's just better food.
What you just said is so American too. Like, I just make a sandwich and get back to what I'm doing.
Yep.
Like, because like in Brazil, they're like, how do you guys not just sit down and eat for an hour
2
and
hours,
talk?
yeah.
2-hour lunch. I'm like, we don't have time for that.
Yeah, we have to afford to live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. Like comparison-wise, like Japan was one of the most working people. They worked a lot, but America is right up there. Because nobody else in the world works this much. Actually, every country is cutting back now. Like, they're passing 4-day work weeks everywhere in the world. Germany passed the 32-hour work week or something like that years ago.
We're
we
doing it
behind.
wrong.
Yeah.
We're just,
And
that's
here
why
you
we're
are-
dying
Here,
here.
you're gonna work in a factory in 5 years. You know what I mean? For probably a year, because robots will do your job after that.
Right.
So, because whatever, I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, it's great. Everything's great.
Yeah,
Everything's
everything is
fine.
awesome.
Everything will be
This
okay.
is the best we ever had it.
We'll be fine. I'm just gonna sip my tea and hope I get to live.
You're gonna sip your tasteless, sugarless tea. It's just water and some leaves. Hey, that's the way I grew up.
It's just in your communist country.
Sometimes bread, not every day. Oh man.
When I was in LA, the robots were just on the street doing deliveries. You're just walking on the road and it's a
Oh,
robot
you're
doing
kidding.
a delivery. I was like, oh my God, what is that? Yeah.
Yeah,
it
and then
says
someone
we're-
just pushes down the robot and steals the delivery.
Right. Luckily, I guess they've been lucky with that.
No, they have cameras. I'm pretty sure you will be charged with all the law if you steal. You're still stealing. Right?
I mean, there's homeless people that probably don't give a shit,
No, that's true.
and people on drugs. But I guess it's working because I saw like 3 of them over there.
Like humanoid robots or smaller?
No, it's a rolling one, and it's a big round. It looks like a cart, but it's just rolling on its own, and it says delivering to Cassie. And going
Here is the
somewhere.
address, phone number, and 3 pictures. She is a bitch. It's like a Yelp review of people.
When I was in Atlanta doing some comedy, they have Waymo vehicles, which are like self-piloting Google cars.
Yeah, I
That's
saw
cool.
pictures of them. I mean, they look cool, but
Yeah, it was absolutely terrifying.
Really?
No
Yeah,
driver.
'cause there's no driver. There's no driver. You just get in the back, and it supposedly takes you where you go. And when I started talking about it, I was like scrolling through like my shorts, and it was just somebody stuck in a Waymo car. It was just going in a circle. It just got confused.
Whoa. I would be paranoid.
They had
I'm
to
not
call
a-
Waymo support and be like, "Hey, I can't get out of this car."
That's crazy. Imagine why I had to explain why you're late to work
Right.
or something. Like,
hello, my name is Bob. It's like,
couldn't
Feel good about that one.
customer service did not help me get out of the car.
No, I can't. I'm not afraid of this. I cannot wait to not drive. Like, if you tell me tomorrow that there's going to be a robot car picking me up and dropping me off at Publix, do it. I can't wait. It's going to be
Yeah.
awesome.
I'm super excited for when the robot car decides that I'm a decent enough in my speech to drive me off the nearest bridge.
Did you have a bad set tonight? Yes. It just drives you off
The bridge. Yep.
the suicide cars.
Yep.
All right. That's a
It's like
bit.
Futurama.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, all right. I'm taking that bit, guys. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Suicide cars.
It's dark enough for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a reoccurring nightmare I had when I was a kid. My man is just like, you know how when you go up bridges and you can't see on the other side of the bridge?
Yes.
The reoccurring nightmare I would have as a kid is you would go up the bridge and there was no other side of the bridge and you would just fall
Wow.
and then just wake up.
My recurring nightmare as a kid was that the bread that we get once a week would be moldy.
That's write it down. Write it down.
I'm just kidding. I didn't grow up poor. My parents were poor. I wasn't. No, I'm just kidding. So my mom always worked with food. So we always had food. We were never went starving.
got
It was
the
super
leftovers.
smart. It was super smart from my parents' part.
Yeah, and then you got to
It's
just
good food.
wave bread in front of the other kids that
Yes.
didn't get to eat and go, you can't
Sandwiches.
have any.
Oh, you got the meat between your bread? That's crazy. But
you
I did,
want some?
But I did.
No, and you just drop it into the ground and
I did know poor people. Like we were not poor. We were poor, but not poor. But anyway, it's not about me. I let somebody else. Somebody interviewed me from Mexico, I think, at one point, or something like that, and we talked about, and we had a lot in common with South Americans because they are also poor, so we got along great.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I mean, like in the 90s, like early, not now.
What?
back in
Scared the crap out of me.
back in 1954 when you were born,
Yes.
Yeah, back in the 50s.
Dude, I hate it. I was born in 78 and I hate the scrolling. Hey, how long am I scrolling for? A freaking date. I hate it.
Well, let's wrap up with Isaiah's comedy perspective.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
That's such a vague statement.
Any tips for people or something that you're doing or any
Don't.
projects?
Don't
Don't do it.
No. If you're trying to do comedy and you want to do comedy, just go do it.
Yeah.
Start. Don't be scared. And when you start, you're going to find out that you're either going to like it or you're not going to like it. And if you're in it, you're in it. And you're going to suck. It's a guarantee. Everybody who starts doing comedy is going to suck. Mm-hmm. Probably statistically for your first 2 to 4, or in Emory's case, 8 years of doing comedy, you're gonna suck for a while, and eventually it's gonna click. Things are gonna make sense to you, and then you're going to see that your style's gonna switch, and you're going to figure out what you really want to do in comedy. And then eventually the skill level of what you've learned is going to match with what you want to do. You're going to start doing comedy and be like, I want to be a dark comic and I want to be like Anthony Jeselnik. And it's like, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do dark comedy and that's all I wanted to do forever. And then I started doing dark comedy jokes. And after like my first 9 months of doing comedy, I was like, I hate this. I hate saying everything I'm saying on stage. It sucks. I feel like I'm just lying to people every time I'm on stage and it's absolutely awful. But it was my style of humor. So I was like, well, what can I do? And then I started trying new things and doing new stuff and growing. And as long as you enjoy it and you grow and you get better and you improve, it will become something that you can do more and more. And then eventually you won't suck. And then you'll get booked on your first show. And then when you get booked on your first show, then you're going to suck again. It's just the truth. When you get booked on your first paid show, that pressure is going to compound on you. And then you're going to be like, wow, I am now at the bottom of the barrel again. I'm now at the booked show level. And now I suck again. And then you're going to go through that same process again where you're going to realize, okay, I need to grow and change and see what type of comic I want to be. And eventually you'll keep growing and you'll figure out what style of comic you want to be. Do you want to be like a Bert Kreischer where you're going to sell out arenas and do that and be like that party boy thing? Or are you going to want to be like a big writer and not want to sell out those arenas and just be like a Doug Stanhope? It's like a scale. It's like what your goals are, and then you just pursue it, and then eventually you'll get there or you'll die. It's the it's the truth. Not everyone will get there, but the point is that you're pursuing your dream, and eventually you'll be happy at the level that you find fit, and you'll grow over time. And if you pursue it and you actually are persistent at it, you will get better. I was told when I started doing comedy that I would never make it in comedy because I didn't have the skill naturally to do comedy. I would never be in a comedy club. I would never do anything of that sort from day one. That is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Nobody besides maybe 5 people in the entire world are naturally born comedians. It is a skill that is learned and forged through like fire and brimstone and dropping a ring into Mount Doom and going through the stages of comedy, and you got to put in the work to get the results. My mom always said anything worth doing in life is hard. And if it's worth doing, it's going to be difficult. And if comedy's worth doing for you, it's going to be hard. No. It's not going to be something that's easy. It's going to be a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of driving, a lot of going to places that you would never think that you would go to, doing a lot of things that you wouldn't do, being in rooms that you wouldn't be in, talking to people that you didn't think you'd talk to, and meeting people that you would never encounter in normal life before doing comedy that end up becoming some of your best friends.
Aw.
Oh, that was
Usually
nice
people
little-
just say 3 words. It's like giving a TED talk.
That was
Yeah,
nice.
Oh, that was great.
That
But
was a nice
that's
little
the
monologue
truth.
there.
Here's the thing. You will know after the first time if you like this or not.
Yes.
I have never stopped. I never thought to quit once since I went up at Rain Dogs the very first time. And I've been on stage for over 3,000 times.
Yeah, me
It's
neither.
crazy. I never
thought
thought
about
to stop.
quitting. Yeah.
You'll know after
You
the
will
first
know,
one.
yeah. You're not gonna be good. Like, you're not gonna be good for a long time. But
Yeah, you're going to suck for years.
Takes time.
I mean, some people it takes less, some people more, but it will take time regardless. It's gonna take time. And you will bomb for 15 minutes with no laughs at one point.
Yeah, it will happen.
It's sooner or later it will happen.
At least 5 minutes. At least
5,
everyone's
10,
at least.
15. Sometimes if you get a 30-minute spot and then you're just like, wow, I bombed for 30 minutes.
Yeah. I think the 15
Shit
minutes was
happens.
brutal.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Do you have any socials that you want to plug?
Just another comedian on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and then Spiral Tree Entertainment on the same platforms, and Spiral Tree Gaming on YouTube.
Okay. Flo, plug yours.
Yep, Flo Funny on everything, YouTube, Instagram, but the TikToks, I'm doing it in Portuguese now.
Yeah, I
For
saw
Brazil.
that. I unfollowed you.
You unfollowed me, you loser. But also, we were talking about last time we used to close out with any mics and stuff. Now, since the Justice Pub, we almost hit, next month would make 3 years, but
That's
Ian
crazy.
lost it.
Yeah.
We love
But
Ian.
no, you are coming back.
But I got it back with the new owner. So, but now I've always done the first Wednesday for like 3 years, but now I got the back there, and now I'm the third Wednesday at Bay Street Sports Grill on the same street down the road. And then rooftop shows and stuff. So that's my update. I don't know if you wanted to mention any.
Any of your shows? Are you still doing the Orange Park one?
No, that venue closed, hurricane damage, and then they were like, it's not worth it, which is fair. The
It's
city,
tough to
the
make
town of Orange Park was like, we don't want a brewery.
And that was a cool place.
It was a
It
very
was
cool
It
place.
was
They
like
were
a garage, and I like it.
it was they were the nicest people and
was
genuinely
really
the
good.
coolest place.
It was a good crowd. I remember that night.
Yeah, it was fun. I had a good time there.
When it comes to shows, I don't have anything soon. I'm doing a D&D comedy podcast in June.
Nice.
Up north, in the Carolinas, and then I'm featuring at Christy B's Comedy Club, also in June
Okay.
as well.
Look
the
at you.
D&D podcast is in July.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm just kind of relaxing right now in May and just building up my stuff while I can.
That's
doing
okay. That's
mics
fine.
and doing a couple shows.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I do that every now and then. Just write more than perform. It's fine.
Yep.
Alrighty, let's clap one more time. One last time. Do we clap at the end? I don't know.
Yeah.
One,
Clap on.
two,
Clap on.
3. Yay! We did it.
Yay. Thanks,
Yes.
Isaiah. Thanks for coming out.
Awesome.
Yeah, did you hear that? We got the lowdown on the streets where the talk's at. From the hood to Hollywood, we spilling all the tea. Ain't no secret safe, no, we bring the heat. We dropping names and we dishing the dirt. Did you hear that? Spreading rumors like crack, ain't no turning back. We the real OGs taking it to the airwaves. Did you hear that? Getting the scoop, all the celeb facts. You better listen up, cause we run this podcast.